attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. The Longhorns will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll leave it with the lone back. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right on the money. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal from the 5 as they try to put up the first points of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Got the back over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Breaks into the open. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find a soft spot in coverage. Make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
High the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Just keeps slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're willing to gamble. Let's see if it pays off. Fourth and short from the 42. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Sooners line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Takes a handoff. It's Hardy. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, out of space. Past the tap. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To throw, it's St. Clair. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Sategna. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
To the air on second down. Working that left side now. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, he's a matchup nightmare because of his size and his speed. It's so difficult for defenses to defend this guy. Nice job there working the post route. Really accurate throw, and it ends up being a touchdown.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got him downfield. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Flies it out of the air. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's a hit. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Texas! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching, but what a great catch.
And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quickly out to the tight end. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Sategna. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
To the air, it's Manning. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They boot it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
And it's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball out quick. I got to break, get hats to...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
The Sooners will hustle to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
That's caught. It's Owens. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers, you've thrown in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Oh, they're after him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions. Trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hardy. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wingo. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Clark. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
He put some heat on that one down the middle.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Under fire. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it just outside the 30-yard line. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hardy. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making the plays.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Toss sweep to the left. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Hand off from the shotgun. Plows through the defense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Backed up now, here's second and long. Direct snap. Oh, better look out. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They punt it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They go right back to it. Turning it on! And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today